Alright guys, more gaming pickups. Alright guys, so I just want to go ahead and get started with this video. Very excited to show you some games here. First game I'm going to show you is World War Z for the PS4 and the Xbox One. Now, this game is pretty much, I would say, a spiritual successor to the Left 4 Dead series. One thing I like about this game over the Left 4 Dead games is that it's in third-person view. I don't like first person. I like first person, but I just feel like you want to see what your character's doing, not through their exact eyes or anything like that, seeing just their hand movements and everything. But this takes place during the movie. And it is awesome, guys. The only complaint I have about this game is that I felt like there was not enough story levels. They added some on, which everybody loves Japan. Japan is an awesome level. My favorite level is actually Jerusalem. I think that's my favorite level in the whole game. There's also Russia and America, and each of those levels, as of now, have 3 stages to them. So very cool characters too. The dialogue between the characters is really you really feel what they're going through and everything. This is a really good game, guys, and I forgot what game came out the same day this one did, and I picked up this one. Everybody else picked up the other game. I can't remember what it was. Was it Rage 2 or was it something else? But whatever they picked up, they regretted. I got the good game. So, hey, World War Z, you guys, definitely check this one out. Maybe you'll see me online. Next up is Death's Gambit. I already talked about this in the video, but just kind of want to remind you guys about this game. If you like games like Dark Souls, Castlevania, Metroidvania type games, this game is definitely up your alley. Now, you play as a soldier, and basically, after a battle, he's actually killed, and he has a second chance at life, kinda. So I'll just leave it at that. But if you like sprite-based games, definitely check this one out. I'm having fun with it. It was a bit of a learning curve for me at first because I had to kind of learn how to level up properly and what moves to use in the game and when to dodge certain stuff. But very good game, guys. Definitely check it out. I'm not sure if it's a GameStop exclusive, but I found my copy at GameStop. And yeah, it goes for around $30, brand new. So check this one out. Next up here, I thought I talked about this on my channel a while back, but maybe I didn't. I couldn't find a video where I did talk about it. It might have been during the live stream, but this is a throwback game, and this was for the PSP. This is Brooke Town High. This is a high school game where you try to find someone, you try to find a date for the prom. Like you date a girl or a guy, go to the prom together. Now, this game was promoted by MySpace back in the day. I really remember. This is kind of like the last days of MySpace, pretty much. They were promoting this game, and back when I saw it back then, I thought it was cool and everything, and I still think it's cool now. But I think some of the way the characters look they look kind of weird now. But back then it was cool. But now with the upgrades we have in today's graphics, they thought they just look kind of strange to me. But the game is cool. It has a reversible cover and everything, so all good. But definitely check out Brooke Town High if you like those dating type simulator type games. If you want to relive your high school days. Alright, so next up is, for the PSP again, Ridge Racer Part 2, UK version, English version. Now, I wanted to get this game years ago. I remember my store had it, Fry's Electronics had it, and I just didn't buy it because I thought it was too much at the time. But basically, I don't even know if you could really call this a sequel. It's more of an upgrade of the first one. I mean, you still got the same goofy announcer going crazy when you do drifting properly or doing a crazy drift. But happy to have it. My favorite Ridge Racer games are the ones on the PSP, so these were definitely easy to get into. The first Ridge Racer on the PSP was actually a launch title for the system, which I had at the time, so nice to find this, and I found it at my local store. So if you like racing games and you like drifting, definitely pick up Ridge Racer Part 2 or Part 1. Next up here, you guys are going to laugh at me about this, but I talked about this in another video that I got this game, but this is a variant. I picked up the Metal Slug XX PAL version from my local store. I already have the regular edition, but I said the PAL edition, why not? I wanted to see it. And what's really cool about this one is it's the exact same game, but they got a color manual and a little bit of different art on their disc and everything. I think at least I think it was the disc they had different art on, but they got a color manual, while us in America we got the black and white manual. So If you like Metal Slug games, definitely check this one out. Doesn't matter which edition you get, whether it's PAL, English, or Japanese. Really fun game. And the PSP version has co-op, but I'm not sure you can download Leona anymore because, well, maybe you can. I'm not really sure, but somebody let me know about that in the comments because she's another character you could download in this game from the SNK King of the Fighters series. But yeah, Metal Slug XX, the last Metal Slug game to come out. We need a new Metal Slug game that actually goes for a console or arcade, not that mobile crap. All right, guys. So next up is Paddlebox from Play Asia. This is for the Switch. It's also on the PS4 as well. If you remember games like Mike Tyson's Punch Out, Super Punch Out, this game you will definitely get into. Or at least if you like those games, you'll be able to get into this one. And also Wade Hickson's Counter Punch. Don't forget that game as well. So this game you play as a duck man, and literally he's a duck and he's a man. And he fight against all these weird enemies. Now the game has a story mode, but what I was trying to do, I was actually trying to play the arcade mode so I could like unlock the fighters and see who I'm going to be going against in story mode. So very cool game. I was having fun with it. It gets pretty crazy because enemies start throwing bombs at you, flamethrowers, doing all kind of crazy stuff. But still, very cool game. I like it. Definitely pick this one up if you're a fan of like games like Punch Out. Next up here we have Reverie. This is the Sweet Ass edition. So this game, I actually talked about this game on the PS4 and the Vita before, about a year ago. Now it's out on the Switch. And basically, just briefly about this game, it's more like a Zelda game, like the old school Zelda games, and has the art style of Earthbound. So if you like that combination, you'll definitely like this game. Now, like I said, this like the Paddlebox in this game come from Play Asia, so that's the only place you can get them from. Just to let you guys know that. And I'll leave a link in the description if you guys are interested in possibly picking these games up. The only problem with Reverie is that, and a lot of people complain about it, saying that it was too short, around 10 hours. That's totally fine. I mean, not every game needs to be like 20, 30, 40 hours or whatnot. 10 hours is fine. The game comes with a soundtrack, all kind of little cool stuff in here, world map and number certificate. But definitely if you like, top-down games like a Zelda, you could definitely get into Reverie. Definitely check this one out. All right, guys, so next up is Crystal Crisis for the Switch. Crystal Crisis, if you remember games like Super Puzzle Fighter from back in the day for the PlayStation Arcade and Saturn, it's pretty much like a Tetris type game where you go against another opponent and whoever does better, the attacks happen. You have like special moves you can use to kind of like mess up your enemies so you could get the better of the battle or whatnot. Really fun game. I like that it has characters from Cave Story in here and also Code of Princess, Binding of Isaac. That's pretty cool. I like how they did that. The only thing I would say, I wish they were more sprite-based, but, in this day and age, no one's trying to do sprites anymore. I guess it takes too long or whatnot. But if you see Crystal Crisis, as of this video, I think it went on sale for like $20. And when it first came out, it was $40. So letting you guys know it's out there on the cheap if you want to pick this one up. So definitely grab it. Next one here is Nightmare Boy. Nightmare Boy, buddy Kyle sent me this one. He said, Reggie, you gotta play this game. Nightmare Boy is mostly like a Metroidvania type game, and this is what I always tell you guys about. It's like how certain games don't get physical releases over here, and then people they just kind of fall under the radar. Well, this is a game that deservingly got a physical release only in PAL territories, though, but nobody really knows about it. So it's by Badland Games. I've talked about them before on my channel. A really cool company. They're starting to release Mortar titles in America, but only a little bit here and there. So, but definitely if you want to find Mortar titles like this game, definitely look in the PAL territory. The Switch is region free. And last, this is really something that made me happy I got this. One of my friends, Trevor, he's always going out hunting games every day, and he hit me up and he told me he found something really cool and he showed this to me, and I said, wow, I couldn't believe it. He found this for $2 from someone, and this is America McGee's Alice for the PC. It's not the Verpal knife, or not Verpal knife. I forgot what the Verpal is. A Verpal blade. I can't remember what the knife is called. She has. There's two different variants on for this game. There's the one with the knife. She's holding the knife on the cover, and there's the one where she's holding the wand on the cover. So I got this one. Very happy about that. But I just want to kind of tell you guys there's different art styles for the covers of these games. But it's a big box PC game. I know a lot of people think I don't collect PC games. I do have a couple. They're just kind of buried in here. I have really good ones. Maybe I'll do a video on it in the future. But American McGee's Alice, definitely a good take on the Alice in Wonderland storyline. I beat this game back in early 2000. I had the soundtrack. I even have the second game as well. And just a really good game. I don't know if a lot of people noticed, but this game was actually going to be released on PS1 back in the day. They were trying to port it, but it got canceled for probably reasons we know why, because PS1 probably couldn't handle it, and they would have to downgrade too much. But happy to have this. Trevor, if you're watching, thanks a lot, man. Appreciate you, man. Good looking out. And yeah, American McGee's Alice. Hopefully the new game, Alice Asylum, will get released if they reach the Kickstarter goal for it. But anyways, guys, that concludes another pickups video. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys. Like I said, I have a bunch of more of these coming in the future, so just stay tuned for them. And that's all I got for you guys. Radical Reggie, and I will see you later.